Okay, so good morning. So before we start our lecture, I want to insist you a few points. The first point is, a few of you you're submitting your homeworks uh, in a wrong assignment. Okay, like the superposition theorem, Thevenin's theorem, you are submitting in Norton's theorems homework. Okay, you combine different homeworks and submit it on a single homework page. So the problem is, I cannot evaluate that. Okay, that is one problem I am having. Number two, uh, even if I comment about that, people are not acknowledging that. If I am putting a comment over that, okay, these are the things you have to change. Then you have to acknowledge that comment and you have to do the changes and resubmit the problem. Okay, that is why the lagging is there. Evaluation is getting lag, and so you doesn't know whether whatever you have done is correct or not. So you try to concentrate on these 2 points. Submit your assignments, that is your homeworks, on the homework page itself. எந்த கொஸ்டினுக்கு நான் ஹோம்ஒர்க் கொடுத்துருக்கேனோ அந்த கொஸ்டினை அந்த கொஸ்டின் பேப்பர் இருக்கக்கூடிய இதுலயே சப்மிட் பண்ணுங்க. அதை எடுத்துட்டு போய் ஒரு கொஸ்டின் இருக்கிறதோட சேர்த்து சப்மிட் பண்ணும்போது வாட் இஸ் த ப்ராப்ளம் இட் இஸ் கன்வேயிங். நான் அதுக்கு திருத்தவும் முடியல, என்னால் அதில் இருக்க மிஸ்டேக்ஸ் அங்கே ஸ்பெசிஃபிக்காக சொல்லவும் முடியல. ஸோ அதை கொஞ்சம் கவனமாக பார்த்துக்குங்க. அந்தந்த ஹோம்ஒர்க்ஸை அன்னன்னைக்கே முடிச்சிருங்க. முடிஞ்ச வரைக்கும் பெண்டிங் இல்லாமல் பாருங்கள். இப்போ நேற்றுலாம் உள்ள ஹோம்ஒர்க்ஸுக்கு எனக்கு கிட்டத்தட்ட 6லேருந்து 7 பேர் சப்மிட் பண்ணியிருந்த மாதிரி ஞாபகம். மிச்சம் இருக்கிறவங்க சப்மிட் பண்ணலை. இப்போ எப்போ என்னைக்கு சப்மிட் பண்ணுவாங்கன்னு எனக்கு தெரியல. அப்போது சப்மிட் பண்ணுறவங்களுக்கு தான் தெரியும் அது தப்பு பண்ணுறோமா இல்லையான்றது. உன்னுடைய மிஸ்டேக்ஸை எக்ஸாமுக்கு போகிறதுக்கு முன்னாடி கிளாரிஃபை பண்ணிக்க. அங்கே போய் நீ பண்ணினா உனக்கு அது மிஸ்டேக்குன்னு சொல்கிறதுக்கு ஆள் இருக்க மாட்டாங்க. அதனால் தப்பு பண்ணி இங்கேயே பழகிடு. இந்த ப்ராப்ளத்தில் இந்த மாதிரி தான் யோசிக்க முடியுது உன்னால். அது தப்பாக இருக்கும் பட்சத்தில் நாம் கரெக்ட் பண்ண போகிறேன். அப்போது அந்த தப்பு உனக்கு அங்கே தெளிவாயிடும். நீ டைரெக்டாக எக்ஸாமில் போய் அதை பார்க்கும்போது நீங்கள் பண்ணாமல் இருந்ததுனால அதே தப்பை நீ அங்கே பண்ணுவ. அப்போது நீ கொடுக்க போகிற விலை வந்து ஜாஸ்தி, மார்க் அங்கே போயிடும். இங்கே நீ தப்பு பண்ணால் திருத்துறதுக்கு நான் இருப்பேன். மார்க்கை நீ என்ன செஞ்சலாம், இங்கே இழந்தாலும் அங்கே எடுக்கிறதுக்கு வாய்ப்பு இருக்குது. ஆனால் நீ இங்கே செய்யாததுனால, இங்கே அப்ளை பண்ணாததுனால என்ன ஆகும், இங்கே நீ பண்ண வேண்டிய தப்பை முதல்ல அங்கே போய் பண்ணுவேன். அப்போது உன்னுடைய இழப்பு வந்து பெரிய இழப்பாக இருக்கும். அரியர் வைக்க வாய்ப்பு இருக்கும். திருப்பி படிக்கணும். அரியர் வச்சா திருப்பி படிக்கணும். இதெல்லாம் உனக்கு தெரியும். ஸோ அன்னன்னைக்கு உள்ளதை அன்னன்னைக்கு முடிச்சிரு. உன்னுடைய டவுட்ஸை தாராளமாக நீ கமெண்ட் போடலாம். என்னுடைய வீடியோஸை நீ பார்க்குற, இது கிளாஸ் வீடியோஸ் எல்லாம் நான் அப்லோட் பண்ணுறேன். அந்த வீடியோஸ் நீ பார்க்குற அப்படின்னா அங்கே உனக்கு ஒரு சந்தேகம் ஏற்படுதுன்னா அந்த சந்தேகத்தை அங்கேயே நீ கமெண்ட்டாக போடலாம். இந்த ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் நார்டன் தியரம் நடத்துகிறேன். நார்டன் தியரத்தில் ஆர்என் கண்டுபிடிக்கிறத உனக்கு டவுட் இருக்குன்னா ஆர்என்ல எனக்கு டவுட் இருக்குது அப்படின்னு போடலாம். முடிஞ்ச வரைக்கும் அங்கேயே நான் ரெக்டிஃபை பண்ண ட்ரை பண்ணுறேன். இல்லை அந்த சந்தேகங்களை அடுத்த நாள் கிளாஸுக்கு எடுத்துகிட்டு இங்கே நான் இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு டவுட் இருந்தது, அந்த டவுட் இப்படி தான் கிளாரிஃபை பண்ணணும் அப்படிங்கிறத நான் சொல்லிடுறேன். ஓகே, கண்டினியூட்டி இன் லேர்னிங் கண்டிப்பாக இருக்கணும். இல்லை அப்படின்னா கஷ்டமாக இருக்கும். இந்த சப்ஜெக்ட் கஷ்டமாக இருக்கும். எந்த சப்ஜெக்ட்டுமே அப்படி தான். பட் ப்ராப்ளமேட்டிக் சப்ஜெக்ட்ஸ்க்கு நீ எவ்வளோக்கெவ்வளோ அதிகமாக ஒர்க் பண்ணுறியோ, எவ்வளோக்கெவ்வளோ உன்னுடைய டவுட்ஸ் எல்லாம் ஃபண்டமெண்டல்ஸில் கிளாரிஃபை பண்ணுறியோ அவ்வளோக்கெவ்வளோ உன் சப்ஜெக்ட் ஈஸியாக புரிய வரும். ஓகே, ஸோ ஆன் தட் கொடுத்த நாள்லேயே உன்னுடைய அசைன்மெண்ட்ஸை கொடுக்க பாருங்க. நிறைய ஒர்க் பண்ணுங்க. அசைன்மெண்ட் பண்ணதோடு நிறுத்திடாமல் உங்கள் புக்கில் நெட்டில் இது மாதிரி டிஃப்ரெண்ட் ப்ராப்ளம்ஸ் இருந்துச்சுன்னா அதை எடுத்து உட்காந்து ஒர்க் பண்ணி பார்த்து எனக்கு கொடுங்க ஒர்க்கை. இந்த ப்ராப்ளம் ஒர்க் பண்ண முடியல, சால்வ் பண்ணி கொடுங்கன்னு சொன்னீங்கன்னா ஐ கேன் ஒர்க் ஆன் இட். எனக்கும் எல்லாம் தெரிஞ்சிடும்னு நான் சொல்லலை. ஓகே, ரைட். Anyway, so we will continue with Norton's theorem as we have done yesterday, but the small difference is we are introducing you little complication there. It is not complication, it is another category, I can say. You will be having dependent sources in your circuit. So how to how to evolve in such problems, how to analyze that circuits which are having dependent sources. And since you have an experience in dealing with dependent sources in Thevenin's theorem, and the procedure is going to be the similar procedure, it is going to be okay, easy for you. If you are very you are well clarified with whatever the concept you have done in Thevenin's theorem part, then this is going to be easier for you. Otherwise, you listen it carefully, then apply or correlate the same procedure in Thevenin's also, if you have pending works to be done actually, right? So the objective of today's lecture is to deal with Norton's theorem and how to apply that in an electrical circuit if the circuit is having a dependent source, okay, in it. So we have gone through these relations. We have already know a Norton's theorem's statement. It's any two-terminal network which is linear can be transformed into a current source, an equivalent network which is having a current source in parallel with a resistor, and the current source is nothing but the short circuit current through the terminal 1 and 2, and Rn is the equivalent resistance at those terminals 1 and 2 when all the independent sources are turned off. Okay, this is how we have explained you yesterday. And since they have some relation, we call a source transformation is Thevenin's Norton transformation. Otherwise, we said like this Thevenin theorem and Norton's theorems are called dual theorems. So we have gone through, if you are provided with a dependent source, okay, you are supposed to apply open circuit test and short circuit test, find out what is open circuit voltage and short circuit current, then find the ratio between them to find what is the Norton's resistance. Okay, this is what they say. Okay, today we are going to apply this one. This is what we are going to do today. We are going to find Rn based on your open circuit voltage and short circuit current. Okay, this is what we call it as the methodology what you are supposed to be supposed to use when you are dealing with dependent sources, right? So let us take an example straight away. Meanwhile, you tell me whether you have any doubts in the previous explanations. Do you have any doubts? Please. Hello. Any doubts are there from the previous explanations? How Norton's theorem is applied? What is the procedure to go for Rn and all? So okay. Anyway, this circuit should be okay. Is transformed into a current source in parallel with the resistor, and this is your IN and this is your Rn. I have to transform this. I have to find what is Rn and what is IN. To find Rn, what should be my procedure? To find Rn, I have to eliminate the independent sources available in it by its equivalent, or in simply I will say turn off your independent sources, and with the dependent source I have to work on it. With the dependent source, I have to work on it to find Rn. I have to go for open circuit voltage and short circuit current. Then I have to find the ratio. Then I have to build what is Rn. Then for IN, what I have to do? I have to short circuit my terminals 1 and 2 and find what is the current passing through that. So for finding out Rn, okay, I have one independent source 20 volt, independent voltage source, and another current dependent current source. Okay, current dependent current source. This is a dependent current source. So to find Rn, what I will do? I will eliminate this by short circuit, because voltage source should be short circuited. Since you short circuited, okay, if you short circuited, if I apply, because I know I have to apply some voltage or current source. That is what we have done it in Thevenin. What we do? We normally apply a voltage or a current source across this terminal. We will exactly take V naught is equal to 1 volt. Okay, that is how we normally do. And because of this voltage source, a current will be flowing. A current will be flowing through this 5 ohm resistor. And since this is short circuited, this 8 ohm resistor will not be considered, because this short circuit, through this short circuit, all the current will pass. It will start from 1, it passes through the short circuit and comes back to 2. So there is no need for this 8 ohm resistor. So what I can literally say, this IY is equal to 0, because there is no current. Because no current will be flowing through that 8 ohm resistor, IY is equal to 0. Since IY is equal to 0, what is the value of this 2 IY? This is also going to be 0. This is also going to be 0. Do you understand what I am trying to say? Hello? Yes or, yes or no? Do you understand what I am trying to say? What I am doing? I am connecting a voltage source, finding out what is the current passing through that. I am trying to find what is I naught. Okay, what is I naught? And I will try to, okay, I will try to find the relation between V naught and I naught to find what is Rn. This is what we have done it in your Thevenin's theorem also. The same procedure is going to be done here, because we know Rn is equal to R Thevenin. Rn is equal to R Thevenin. Okay, so you know this is also 0. No current is going to come there, because IY is 0. This is also 0. So the remaining thing is only 1 volt and 5 ohms. So simply I can use an Ohm's law to deal with my current. What is the current I naught? Can anybody say? Because this network is completed or changed as this. This is 5 ohm and this is going to be 1 volt. Okay, now tell me what is your current? What is your current? This is short circuited. No 20 volt is there. This is short circuited. Now what is my current? I naught? I naught is equal to total voltage divided by the total resistor. What is the total voltage? 1. What is the total resistor? 5. So I naught is equal to 1 by 5. So what is Rn? Rn is equal to V naught by I naught. V naught is 1. This is 1 by 5. So Rn is equal to 5 ohms. Any clarifications needed, please? Because this is very important. There is a possibility of having a question with dependent sources. You cannot just like that omit a dependent source in finding out your I nautron or R nautron. Just like that, you cannot do that. You cannot eliminate in finding out your Rn and all. So you have to keep your source and you have to find it. But fortunately for this problem, since you are having a short circuit, because you are having a voltage source there, you remove that, okay, by a short circuit. Okay, you replace that with a short circuit, and because of the short circuit, there is no IY flowing out. Because of IY is not there, the dependent source is becoming 0, and because of that, I am getting a simple way to answer that. Anyway, the second problem, you will see that how this is going to influence. Okay, if you have a current source or something other than that, okay, then you will have a different approach to do that. Now, do you have any doubts regarding this first slide? The slide la yarkavadu edavadu doubt irukka? Please respond, because only if you say or ask me doubts, then I will be able to explain you again in a different way. I will try to explain it in a different way, or I will go a little slower, or which area you want to explore further. Okay, I want everybody to respond, please. No doubts. Only 2 or 3 are responding again as usual. The others are not responding. Anyway, so Rn is equal to 5 ohms. So you can see that the same thing is been available here. I have removed the 20 volt with the short circuit, and because of that IY is equal to 0. IY is equal to 0 makes this to be equal to 0. IY is equal to 0, and because of that this 2 IY is equal to 0. So my circuit will not have these branches. There is no use of these branches. So it is left out only with this 5 ohms and V naught is equal to 1 volt. So it's a simple cakewalk for you now. So I can write I naught is equal to 1 by 5, and because V naught by I naught is equal to 5 ohms. So Rn is equal to 5 ohm. What is my next step? What is my next step? I have to keep this 20 volt, and I should find, okay, I should short circuit this 1 and 2 and I have to find what is the current passing through that. Is that right or not? Is that right or not? I have to keep this 20 volt. Okay. I have to short circuit my current, these terminals, and I have to find what is my current passing through that. Am I right or not? Yes or no? Okay. So now I have a 20 volt source there, and I know that these two nodes are having a voltage of 20. And you can see this 8 ohm is also connected across that. So these two are parallel. This 20 volt and 8 ohms are parallel. So across this 8 ohm resistor, my voltage is also what? 20 volt. So what will be IY? IY is equal to 20 by 8. So IY is equal to 20 divided by 8. If IY is equal to 20 divided by 8, what is this value of this current? It is 2 into 20 by 8. 2 into 20 by 8, 40 by 8. So what is IN? The current which is this terminal and this node are same. Okay. So what is here is what IN is coming out. So what is IN? The current passing through this 5 ohm resistor. Let us say this is 5 ohm resistor, I5. So what is IN? I can say IN is equal to I5 plus this 2 into IY. Yes or no? Hello? Hello? Everybody in the class, please respond. Okay, IN is the current passing through this 1 and 2. So what is IN? IN at this node, okay, the current which is coming through these two branches is going to be the total current for which is coming out of this node. Okay, let us say this is node A. When you consider this node A and 1 are same. Node A and node 1 same da. Or node 1 ne vechikalam da. Okay. அப்போ இந்த நோடு உள்ள வரக்கூடிய கரண்ட் என்ன I5 and 2 IY. So I can write it like I5 plus 2 IY is equal to IN. இதுதான் லாஜிக். இந்த லாஜிக் அப்புறம் நீ you have to find what is I5. 2 IY உனக்கு தெரியும். What is I5 is what required. What is I5? What is the voltage across these two? இந்த நோடுக்கும் இடையில உள்ள வோல்டேஜ் எவ்வளவு? 20 வோல்ட். Okay. So what is I5? It is 20 divided by 5 plus 2 into IY. You know the value, substituted, tell me. 2 IY you substituted, tell me. You can see that here. So this is what? This is I5 and this is 2 into IY, which is equal to 5 amps because 20 by 8 is 2.5. So 2 into 2.5 will give me 5 amps. Now the voltage here is 20 divided by 5. The current is 20 divided by 5. So what will be left out? What will be left out? You have to apply that. That's it. 4 plus 5, which is equal to 9 amperes. So my short circuit current RIN is equal to 9 amperes, and my RN is 5 ohms. I hope so. So my equivalent network is going to be across this terminal 1 and 2. This is 9 amperes and this is 5 ohms. IN is equal to 9 ampere. RN is equal to 5 ohms. Any clarifications needed? Any clarifications needed? Hello, everybody. Please respond. It's as simple as that. Only thing is the logic is very important. What you have to do, how to do. That's it. The remaining things are based on your basics. Remaining things are based on your basics. Okay. You should know what is asked, how to do that. Then we can do that. Okay. Right. So we will go for example 2. So as I said, this is having some more complications in it. So now determine the Rn. Okay, determine the Rn by this method. This is how we normally do that. We try to find what is your open circuit voltage and the short circuit current, then find your RN. Rather than connecting a source, if you are able to find the open circuit voltage and the short circuit current, then we can find that RN also. That is what the procedure also states. Find the open circuit voltage, find the short circuit current, then thus the relation, that ratio will give me my RN. Okay, that is what is applied also here. In the previous case also we can do that, but that let us go by this method. So let us start find out what is VOC. What is VOC? Open circuit voltage. Since this is open, this 1 and 2 terminals are open, there is no current flow. So I will say I short circuit is 0 here. Since I short circuit is 0 here, this is also 0. So there is no need for this branch. You know, this node and this node are same. You can say இதெல்லாம் ஒரே நோடு தான். ஸோ இதோட இந்த மூணுடைய வோல்டேஜ் ஈக்குவேஷன் நான் எழுதுனேன்னா எப்படி இருக்கும்? எனக்கு எப்படி இருக்கு அப்படின்னா, என்னுடைய டயக்ராம் எப்படி இருக்குன்னா, பிளஸ் மைனஸ் 12 வோல்ட்டு, மைனஸ் பிளஸ் V0C, பிளஸ் மைனஸ் V1. இதுதான் என்னுடைய டயக்ராம். இப்படி தான் இருக்கு. பிளஸ் மைனஸ் இப்போ இதில் தான் என்னுடைய கரண்ட் ஃப்ளோ ஆகணும். ஓகே, அதை வச்சு நான் வோல்டேஜ் ஈக்குவேஷன் எழுதணும். யூ சி, பிளஸ் மைனஸ் மைனஸ் பிளஸ் பிளஸ் மைனஸ். ஸோ வாட் இஸ் த ஈக்குவேஷன்? இது ரெண்டும் எப்படி இருக்கு? -12 minus V0C plus V1 is equal to 0. Or I will write it like what I will write it? V1 is equal to V0C plus 12. Okay, this is the equation. So I should know what is V1. V1 என்கிறது என்னன்னு பார்க்கணும்னா, V1 ங்கிறது என்ன? வேற எந்த கரண்ட்டும் எங்கேயும் கிடையாது. பட் இந்த கரண்ட் என்ன செய்யுது? It will flow here. So what is V1? V1 is equal to 5 into 3, which is equal to 15 volt. 15 volt. So what is V0C then? You apply this here. What is V0C? Which is equal to 15 minus 12, which is equal to 3 volt. So I can simply say that V0C is equal to 3 volts. Okay, this is what I have. Okay, here. Any doubts? Here? Hello? Okay, this is not going to be there because IS is equal to 0. ISC is equal to 0. So 4 into ISC is also equal to 0. So this is the current flowing here. So I will write V1 is equal to 15 volt. And because of this connection, I will write the equation, and that equation is being provided here. And because of these relations, I will get VOC is equal to 3 volt. Then what is my short circuit point? What I have to do for short circuit? I have to short circuit this. I have to short circuit it, and I have to find what is ISC. Okay, I have to find what is ISC. So I will consider this node and this node is same now. Okay, this node and this node is same. V1, this is also V1. Okay, so what is the current coming here? This is the current direction. Let us say this is my current direction. Okay, and this is the current direction. So these two nodes are same. Okay, V1, V1. Okay, right. So what is that equation? ISC plus 5, because they are coming towards that node. The other two are leaving that node. Or is that V1 divided by 3 plus 4 into ISC. So this is my KCL. Based on KCL, I can write it because when you are considering V1 node, okay, we are considering this V1 node, two currents are coming inside and two currents are leaving that. So based on that, I can write what is ISC? ISC is the current passing through this branch. What is ISC? ISC is equal to, based on the current direction, I will write 12 minus V1 divided by 4. 12 minus V1 divided by 4. So if I substitute this relation here, what I will get? 12 minus V1 divided by 4 plus 5 is equal to V1 by 3 plus 4 into 12 minus V1 divided by 4. And if you solve that, I will get what is V1. If I know what is V1, then I can find what is ISC, substituting it here. That's it. Over. I already know what is V0C. Now I will know what is ISC. Then I will get my RL. You can see that. So ISC is what? 12 minus V2. I is equal to V2 by 3. This is what they have mentioned like I. Okay. They have taken it as V2 actually. So this is also V2. Let us say. So what I can write based on this particular node. Okay. This diagram I will make it a little more simple. I will try to make it out. I will make it as a single node. Okay. So I will have a dependent source passing, and I will have another. So this is what? This is 4, and this is 4 into ISC. This is ISC. This is 4 ohm, 12 volt, and this is 5 amperes. So this is your V2. So what I can write using KCL? Based on KCL, I can write it like, first I will write the current ISC plus 5. I will mark the current direction also. This is 3 ohm. Okay, this is the current. Let us say this is I3 or I. They have mentioned it like I in the previous. Okay, so we will have it like I. Okay, ISC and 5 amps are coming towards the node. I and 4 IEC is leaving that node. So already I know what is ISC. ISC is equal to 12 minus V2 divided by 4. 12 minus V2 divided by 4 plus 5 is equal to 4 into 12 minus V2 divided by 4 plus V2 divided by 3. So 4 gets cancelled. I will have from this equation I will get 12 by 4 is 3. 3 minus V2 by 4 plus 5 is equal to 12 minus V2 plus V2 by 3. I will bring all these V2 one side and the numbers to the other side. So I will have 8, and if I bring this 12 this side, I will have 8 minus 12, which is equal to minus 4. So minus 4 is equal to, if I bring this minus V2 by 4 this side, I will get plus V2 by 4. So I will have minus V2 plus V2 by 4 plus V2 by 3. Am I right or not? So if I solve that further, what I will get? Minus 4 is equal to, okay, the LCM is going to be 12. So 12 V2 minus 12 V2 plus 7 V2. Okay, because you will get 4 V2, 3 V2 plus 4 V2, 7 V2. So I will get minus 5. Minus gets cancelled. If I take this, I will get it like V2 is equal to 48 divided by 5. 48 divided by 5 will give me 9.6 volts. So I will get my V2 to be 9.6. If V2 is 9.6, if I substitute ISC is equal to 12 minus V2 divided by 4. So V2 is 9.6. So I will get it like what? 12 minus 9.6. What is 12 minus 9.6? It is going to be 2.4 divided by 4. 2.4 divided by 4 is equal to 0.6 amperes. So already I know what is V naught C. So Rn is equal to V naught C divided by ISC. So 3 divided by 0.6 is equal to 5 ohms. As simple as that. Got the problem? Hello? Everybody in the class, please respond. Hello? Do you want me to repeat this problem? Any steps I want to repeat? You want me to repeat? Yes? Hello? Respond. Respond. Because this is a procedure. Okay, this is the procedure. You have to find your open circuit voltage and you have to find your short circuit current. Then you have to work on it, the ratio. So I am going to give you this as a homework today. You have two problems inside it, A and B. For a small change, I have provided what is the answer for that also. So you can check the answer with you. This is going to be having all independent sources and this is going to have a dependent source. So for dealing with this particular problem, you can, to find Rn, you can use any procedure. You can use any procedure. Either you can go for, you can find what is V naught C and find what is ISC, then you can find the ratio. Or in our case, what we normally do, in our case, what will you do? In the previous case, what we normally do, we will try to connect a voltage source here. Okay. We will try to connect a voltage source or current source as per our requirement. Okay, let us say V naught is equal to 1 volt. Then we will try to find what is I naught, what is the current passing here. Okay, we will be able to find what is that. Do you understand it? Because V naught is provided like this, I will take it like this is V1. Okay, so I will make this also I1. So I will try to find what is V1, I1, and I will try to find the relation. I will get my Rn. Rn is equal to V1 by I1. So this is one way. Or what I will do, I will try to, I will not have all these connections and all. I will try to find what is my VOC, open circuit voltage. Then I will short circuit it, then find what is the short circuit current, which will provide me what is Rn. And the short circuit current is going to be IN. So that is also possible. In that case, I will okay, not IN. Actually, what we will do? We will find what is V naught C. Then we will try to short circuit these two terminals and find what is ISC by keeping this fellow removed. இதை ரிமூவ் பண்ணித்தானே செஞ்சிருப்போம். Rn கண்டுபிடிக்கும் போது பார்த்தீங்கன்னா செய்வோம் அந்த மாதிரி. Okay, so you try to do that and verify that you are getting your final answers. Okay. Any doubts you have so far? Whatever we have discussed in this lecture. Hello. Any doubts do you have? Any doubts? Hello, everybody. Okay, if you doesn't have any doubt, I think I can wind up the class today. We will meet by tomorrow. I will be posting this homework in your classroom. You go through that and try to submit it by today. Is it okay?